Hello, ladies and germs, it is Joker, and welcome back to BrokeRock. So today we have two main jobs to do. First of all, we need to get this room looking pretty, which means I need a ton of quartz, and also we need to set up some type of shop over at the shopping area, because funnily enough, I have a ton of blaze rods and a ton of slime and nowhere to sell it. So we need to sort that out ASAP. But first, let's get this area sorted, which means a mining montage. Okay, so after that little mining trip, we've got quite a bit of quartz, actually. To be honest, we might have enough to get this done today. So, I'm not going to try and get you to guess. My first job is to replace all cobblestone bits here, and here with quartz pillars. And just like that, all pillars are chased. I'm not sure about this. I might remove that pillar and put it like that one. We are going to have another one of these over there eventually. We just don't have the supplies for it. And I did actually notice that I do have actually quite a lot of work to do over here to get this level and to make it so that this actually looks connected. But we'll worry about that in another second, because we need to rip this floor up and replace it all with slabby jobbies. So yeah, we need to go one down and then replace it. So I'll be back with you once we've done that. Okay, so ladies and germs, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is we're about to do a third-person time lapse. The bad news is I spent 3 days picking out pumpkins because I didn't think about the whole lighting issue with quartz slabs, so I had to do this. Yeah, that's over 18 stacks of pumpkins. That was not fun to collect. I'm not happy, but we are going to now use the cyan terracotta to build this out so that it's all level. and so that we can then shape it, and then we're going to bring it up the mountain here. And we're also going to use the cyan terracotta so it looks like it's built partly into the wall as well, of here, and also into the ceiling of this as well, which I do think that I don't know whether or not. Hang on, let me just double check. So we go slab, stair, space, stair, slab. Yeah, so I can do pumpkins on the top layer there. Okay, that's cool. I just needed to make sure that that was going to be at the right level. So we actually need to come down 2 levels. Yeah, 2 levels for the actual. Yeah, we may do 3. We'll see. Yeah, as you know, this is very much hit and miss. I do apologise for my next door neighbour's dog. He does that a lot. I start recording, he starts barking. It's like he knows. That dog knows things. Anyway, I'm going to jump into super build mode, and here's the time lapse. So during this build, I had to jump back into the nether and managed to lose my nether portal. Yes, I lost my nether portal. Let me explain. So yes, I jumped back into the nether. Unbeknownst to me, there was a creeper on the other side of the portal that then blew up. Didn't kill me, but did blow the portal up. I fell through the floor because the floor's only 1 block thick. Went into flight mode. Landed with about half a heart and was stuck on the edge of the lava with pigmen charging at me. I did keep them at bay to a point till they did actually finally kill me. Half my stuff then ended up in the lava. Respawned back at base. I thought, okay, nothing of it. I'll just jump through the portal and it will recreate the portal the other side. No. No, it didn't. It decided to spawn a new portal in a different place. That was not fun. Because I was like, where in God's name am I? So I had no choice but to jump off and kill myself, because I was like, I'm never going to get to my stuff ever. So respawn back at base, tooled up, and then jumped back into the portal. And then spent the foreseeable 2 hours trying to find my portal. I actually had to message the BrokeRockers to say what level did we put the portals at, because I lost my portal. After 2 hours of searching, I finally discovered my tunnel. I did get some of my stuff back. I did. Only some of it, not all of it. Pigman killed me multiple times during this whole adventure. Oh, and when I did find it, I then realised that I didn't have any iron on me or any gravel to make flint and steel. So I had to run all the way back to the spawn portal, which, mind you, for me is about a 3,000 block run. Then run all the way back to my portal, to light my portal, to run all the way back to spawn, to put the flint and steel back, and then back to my portal. So, unfortunately, there isn't much footage for this episode due to that, because I spent most of the time running back and forth to spawn and trying to find my portal. Why don't I have the best luck? Anyway, back to the real world. So now the before and the after. And wow, doesn't it look amazing? Like, don't get me wrong, I've got some glass that needs to be put in here and here. I've made this piece out here because I forgot that we have the gas thingy doodad guys now. So yeah, we need them. And they will actually help with like locating where we're going to put buildings and stuff. Unfortunately, I found out we have a little glitch on Minecraft at the minute where thrown tridents are falling through blocks and disappearing. So I kind of need to go trident hunting and sand collecting. as far as in here, we are almost done. We've still got to do our potion room, which isn't a huge issue, really. These areas I may put crafting benches in, or like similar to what I've done here where we've got the piston feed type. I did come up with a design for the crafting table and a few others so that I could just go, oh, do you know what, I need such and such, and I could click it and it just go through. I have started to place blocks into certain ones. At the minute we've got the nether one open. Yeah, see, we've got nether stuff currently in here, things that you will find usually in the nether. Not a lot of stuff really at the minute. This one I think is stone. Let me have a look. Yeah, it is. That's all stone, brick, stuff like that. These may get changed around at some point, and most probably, because I know for a fact that I'm not going to have anywhere near enough things. And of course, then we still need to do this side as well. But anyway, I don't know what to do for the rest of this episode, to be honest. Stay tuned for the very end, because I am going to give a... I'm not going to say a shout out, but a mention to our late great Ozzy Osbourne at the very end of this episode, so please stay tuned for that. Now I think I'm going to go trident hunting. Yeah, that's what I might do. So it is with a heavy heart that we have to say goodbye to one of rock's greatest artists, Ozzy Osbourne, on the July the 22nd, 2025. Only a couple of weeks after his final performance, which if you watch Mama, I'm Coming Home, you can tell that he knew that he didn't have long left. But I don't think any of us thought that it would be this soon. But fair play to the bloke. At 76, he was on that stage rocking out like he was 20. Like, come on. There aren't many people that can say that they could do that at that age with suffering from Parkinson's. But yeah, unfortunately, we have lost the pioneer of heavy metal. You wouldn't have bands like Metallica, Iron Maiden, Guns N' Roses, Disturbed, bands like that. You wouldn't have them without his one influence, his music, and the fact that he created rock as we know it. And yeah, people called the man a legend and a symbol, and yeah, he is. But now he's actually one further than that, and he has become the most incorruptible thing on this planet, which is a symbol. He will be forever remembered for that final show and for his contribution to charity. 190 million pounds raised and split between Parkinson's and Birmingham Children's Hospital. That's insane to think about, that he did that. So it shows that, yeah, okay, he was the Prince of Darkness, but the bloke had a heart. And for anybody that hasn't listened to his music, go and watch that final performance. Go and listen to his music. Like, wow. For years that I've always been listening to his music, and even now his music still moves you in ways that you just go, like, this guy was an absolute genius. So I think for the next 30 seconds or so, I think that'll be it from me, just for Ozzy. I think 4 tridents is a pretty good haul for how many I killed. I'd like one more, but it's getting a bit late here, and I do need to wrap this episode up. So the other plan that I wanted to do was to start the shop this episode. Unfortunately, I've just run out of time, and with the sad passing of Ozzy, it has been a little bit hard for me, to be honest. So we'll definitely look into that next episode. But anyway, ladies and germs, I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, then don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to share with your friends, because I don't have any friends. And that looks like... What does that look like, emerald blocks? So we got... Oh, I can feel cheaters. I can feel cheaters. No, I'm joking. I know they're not. But anyway, ladies and germs, I've been Joker, and I'll see you in a mini money mode. Ta-ta for now.